We're back with Cocktails with Queens. Now, Soulmates, if you want to see more Foxhole content, go to www.foxhole.tv or download that Foxhole app so you can watch us anywhere or watch us on your smart TVs on Fox Now, Fire TV, Roku, YouTube, Apple TV, Zumo TV, or caffeine.tv. Listen, ladies, we have a very special guest in the house tonight. He's a platinum selling R&B artist and a member of one of the most iconic groups, New Edition. He's the man who had us all singing Candy Girl and so many other hits. Please welcome Mr. Ralph Tresvant.
Yay!
Yes.
What's up,
Queens?
I see
How you doing tonight?
and they're getting it. I can't complain. I'm good. I'm straight. I was looking forward to this.
Good. I gotta ask my queens out the gate, ladies. What's your favorite song by Ralph Tresvant and New Edition?
By New Edition, by Ralph Tresvant. Okay.
I mean, you know what? When he even went slow, sensitivity. Like I love that song. Candy Girl is always gonna be. They got so many. You don't really have to choose one.
Are you?
Be up with them. Be up with them.
The one song that just takes me out is "Can You Stand Rain?"
Oh wow!
Yeah, that I mean, from the way that back. one. I mean, you guys y'all got receipts. Bet nobody ever try to say nothing.
Yeah, we got a nice little resume. There you go.
Candy Girl, because I'm in Rhode Island. Y'all are like, I won't say hometown, but we kind of Providence claims Boston. Like we're all New England, right?
That's right.
So when y'all came out, y'all hit the scene, and we're like, what? And they're from up the street, and it was like we've never heard before, and we were like kind of the same age, I think. So it was just like I never forget that.
Yeah, it was big. Yeah, Providence was like our first places where we did concerts, or we got to go see. I saw the Jacksons live in Civic Center up there. From that's like my first concert ever. Watching Michael Jackson and his brothers at the Providence Civic Center out there where Claudia's from. Yeah.
So recently, your bandmate and soul brother Bobby Brown lost his son, and he had other tragedies from Whitney Houston to Bobby Christina. Have you talked with Bobby, and how is he doing?
Bobby's all right. I haven't spoke to him personally, to be honest.
Oh no, really?
Yeah, I still haven't spoke to him, but I know some of the other members who have. Ricky spoke to him. I know Johnny has, I think, spoken to him. So I've been hearing what's going on vicariously through those guys. But
are you guys like not in touch at all? Is it like tough between you two?
Me and Bobby haven't been for a minute.
Yeah.
Honestly, man, we've been trying to bridge that gap now, but because we got some things we're working on as a team, so we're trying to put it together now. But overall, the rest of us is still working things out. We're good. There's no problems amongst the rest of us. So that's why it'll be easy to put it together. But just not being really tight, spending some years now, like we used to be. It's been hard, and I haven't been able to really share what I felt about my nephew passing like that. I've been living through other family members and letting them know how I feel and stuff like that, and that I'm here if they need me or whatever. But I haven't spoken to him.
Well, we don't want you to be sad, so let's move on because you recently.
That was depressing as hell.
It is sad, but it's life. 2020 ain't been no joke.
Yeah, it's what it is.
You posted that you're a girl dad now. Something you need to tell us?
What's that?
You said you posted saying that you're a girl dad. Is there something you want to share?
A girl dad?
Yeah.
The new saying now, like when a girl says that, I'm a daddy's girl. It's like I belong to my dad.
You have a daughter, right?
A girl's dad, yeah. I have 2 daughters and 2 sons. Yeah. And
you got cheering.
Yeah, I got grandchildren. I got
Are you serious?
I got 3 grandchildren.
Grandchildren, bro?
Yeah, Christian, Zael, and Noah, man. I just loaded them up for Christmas. That's why I live Christmas through my grandkids right now. Those are my babies, yeah. Yep. So we getting up there. You don't see these whiskers coming in from something, you know what I mean?
I see that, but that's just mean that you're a distinguished gentleman. You know what I mean? That means that, you've been around for a while. You seasoned like us.
Hey, it's going down. I ain't hiding it no more. I used to try to put my Beijing and all that. I said, you know what?
I've been looking at that face for a long time because I'm an NE for lifer. You know what I'm saying? I grew up watching y'all. you know, and it was even before I knew y'all. I just knew I was gonna know you. And then when I got there and was on that stage, I was like, oh my God, mom, you know. So now we became friends and everything. So now I have to ask this question because you all are still selling out arenas. You still have a following that follows you guys to hear these same songs over and over again, like all around the world, same song, like that. Like, why do you think that you guys are such a staple in our culture? Still,
because we were all kids, you know, we were that next Jackson thing that happened. It's like the Jacksons are for me. When I see Tito or one of them, Tito lived not far from me. When I see him out on his boat or something, I'm still like, yo, that's Tito. Damn. You know what I mean? It's like, I still have that feeling because I just grew up loving them that way, mimicking them, wanting to be like the Jacksons. And I think we were that next one in line as far as being the, you know, that little young group that filled the gap after the Jacksons. When the Jacksons jumped out the scene, we were the ones on the walls. We were the ones that was on the cover of the magazine, Fresh Beat and Black Beat. And you know, we was the next in line. So we're holding a spot in people's hearts that just a part of their childhood. And vice versa. You know, when I see a lot of the people that grew up with us and been a part of our careers throughout these years, I have the same feelings like, wow, you really been rocking with us. Cause I see them. I see some of the people like Lisa and Vivica. Throughout the years, I've known you guys and I've seen you guys at the shows and watching you smile when you see us doing our choreo dancing, we going to If It Isn't Love and y'all know the moves. It's like, that's big for me, you know? We're part of each other's lives that way. We just grew up and we felt that gap that happened after the Jackson. We was the next teenage or young kid thing to come into people's lives, especially Black people's lives, and be something to look up to or, you know, to have as entertainment. So,
you know, we've been knowing each other for a long time because he's still calling me Chi-Town Lisa.
You already know, Ray, you know already.
So, Ralph, you all have been through like a lot of different changes in and out throughout the years, but you've been consistent in your staying power. What do you think is the main ingredient to the new edition staying power?
You know, Selena, there's a couple of things, I think. I think one of them has been the people that we've been able to work with. We've been able to always work with the best in the industry or put ourselves around the best. I think it's the never thinking we fulfilled what we wanted to fulfill as when we were little kids, wanting to be in that Temptation, Jacksons, you know, that dream we had to be one of those guys one day. We never felt like we've reached that. So it was always going hard to try to fulfill it. You know, and never, we stayed clean, stayed away from most of the controversy and the junk and the drugs for the most part, and, you know, just wilding out in the game. So we was able to stay healthy and be able to do what we do years down the line. And just the passion, you know, literally having the type of passion and to practice like we need to practice, to look sharp, to stand out, to do the right records, be able to perform those records at the right time, you know, making sure we pick the right records for us. It was a combination of things, but overall it was just the group itself, the guys and myself always wanting to outdo what we did last and putting in the work, really putting in the work to try to achieve that. And, you know, the fans been sitting there waiting to, the big, huge part of it is that we have a fan base like no other. They just been following us through thick and thin, through the solo projects, through the roller coaster ride of the industry.
Hey, can I ask you about going solo? Because that like perfectly leads to my question, because in 1990, you went solo with Sensitivity. It went gold. Yeah. What was that experience like for you?
Sensitivity, it was one of those songs that everybody was out. So it was like, why not? You know, why not do a solo project? Bobby was already out. Johnny was already a solo artist before he came into the group. BBD had released their Poison album, and I wasn't going to just sit home and do nothing. I had worked on music prior to that, an album called Living in a Dream that I never released, and really didn't have no way that I was going to release it. I just like working on stuff. So always in between things, I was in the studios trying to come up with being a writer, you know, adding different things to my resume or things that I do as an entertainer. And when I guess everybody else was out there doing their thing, said, well, I might as well do something myself. I'm
Why
gonna sit at home waiting for everybody to, just do their thing. And I got to wait till they're ready to do New Edition. Who knows how long that could be. And Bobby's out there 11 million records later. BBG's out there with 7, 8 million, whatever million record. Johnny's out there with his 5 or 6. I'm like, man, I got to get out here in the game.
And so, because you were the lead singer of the group. So for you to say, okay, I'm going to do solo. I mean, that still was a little scary. Did you ever like look back, like, where's the fellas at? It was like, okay, I'm good. I can do this.
Nah, once you go out there, it's like, this is what I do anyways. I'm used to being out front, even with the groups. So, like you said, it's comfortable. It's comfortable knowing they're back there doing their thing. And I always got support and the choreography that goes with the records we do. They're back there killing it. Where I've fallen out of it. That was always a big part of me performing. But I still brought my dances. I made sure I had that same kind of vibe, but in my own way as a solo artist, so I could still have that same kind of vibe, but not quite the same. So, with New Edition, it's more of a Jackson meets The Temptation meets hip hop, you know what I'm saying? But with myself, it was just like free fall, more of the hip hop street thing meets like stylistics, Blue Magic, real smoothed out stuff, which is most of my songs. So, overall, it was pretty much the same thing for me because I'm used to being out front. I just, I'm more of a group member though, to be honest with you, than I am a solo artist. I love being a part of the group. That's just
Ralph, you've got a new single on the charts with your New Edition brother, Johnny.
Yes.
Called All Mine. So let's check it out.
Yes.
Let's check it out.
All mine, all mine. All mine, all mine. All mine, mine, mine. All mine, all mine. Oh, oh, oh. All mine, all mine. All mine, all mine. All mine, all mine, all mine. You're mine. All mine, all mine.
Listen, y'all voices, both of y'all have such great, amazing, distinguished voices that, timeless. So what made y'all get together and team up on this single? And why do y'all work so well together?
Me and Johnny learned to work with each other since the days he came into the group. And we watched Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis kind of merge him into the group and his voice. When we do the right record and we do it the right way, it comes off like Can You Stand the Rain? It's just this mergence of that strong voice meets that smooth, silky thing that when they play off each other the right way, it just seems to work. And this song was no different. When I heard this, actually, he found this song. The song was submitted to Johnny for his album. And he heard it, said, it sounds like my brother. So he sent it to me. I heard it, and I immediately saw what he was talking about. I went to his house and we recorded it. A few days later, he sent it back to me with him on it. And it just felt like that good mergence of me and his styles. Plus, it didn't feel like it was too old or too young. It didn't feel like it was chasing, trying to be new or trying to be, current, but we wasn't dated neither. So it just felt like a good song to come back on the scene with, and it's working. We're in the top 10. Now we're doing our thing. It's a good record for us.
Before we let you go, we have to ask, because the fans are blowing up the comments right now, will there be a New Edition reunion coming? We gonna get that or no?
Yeah, absolutely. We're working on it now, sooner than later.
Ralph, I ask this real quick. Would y'all ever do Vegas? Because who's the other group that I run into Sean all the time? Boys and Men all the time. I run into him all the time. And, Vegas has changed. It isn't, Vegas now is like, they handing out some big checks. That's all I'm gonna say. We love that. But, it's younger, it's hipper, it's sexier, you know?
Yeah.
And I was gonna say this too. I mean, can y'all move the same? Because one thing, sometimes ain't nothing worse than seeing your favorite group up there and you see that they done turned into old men, and then they trying to do dun 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 dun. Y'all gonna have to bring it. That's all I'm saying.
Y'all gonna be old edition, or y'all gonna be new?
Do your stretching, do your yoga, start working out, whatever it is, whatever you need to do. But come on with it.
No, we good.
Yeah, we want y'all to try and just kill it.
No, we bad in shape. We good.
Concert be lit.
Now we're mad in shape. I know I am, you know, and I've
Well, I'll
lost.
call you for my tickets then, okay? Just like old times.
You gonna have to do
Remake
that.
that pass, please.
You already know. In Vegas, to answer
Queen.
Vivica's, and
What-
listen, to answer Vivica's question, we was offered that in the past and almost did a residency. I don't remember what happened, but we're in talks with that again as well. So you know,
Good.
just kind of see
Good.
what all this with the COVID and how this is gonna work out and all that stuff. But
Yeah.
we'd
Well, no
absolutely
doubt.
entertain it for sure. But
Well,
we definitely want to do something together.
We
Go
glad that y'all keep it in shape. I will say one of y'all be out of shape. I'm not gonna say who it is. One of y'all be out of shape with the dancing sometimes, but y'all still sound the same. Y'all look the same. Y'all sound amazing. I want to thank Ralph Tresvant for joining us tonight.
Claudia, Bobby's doing just fine.
That's shady. That was so much shade.
Make
You
sure
saw that, Selena? Did you see that uppercut?
That was shade. That was shade all
Straight
across
up,
the whole
she
thing.
straight uppercut him.
you single all mine.
And run him around the block.
Make sure you
You know,
single all mine, and make sure you.
therapy because he's been going through.
We gotta wrap this.
His own food with his barbecue sauce.
You got that. You got it.
Make sure you check out his new single, All Mine. It's out now. And make sure you be on the lookout for his new album next year. We're going to take a quick break. When we return, we'll be breaking down some more hot topic. And thank you once again to Ralph Tresvant.
Cheers, Queens.
Road. Happy holidays, bro.
Happy holidays to you guys
It's
too.
your
Enjoy
fabulous
yourself.
2021.
Mwah, mwah,
And
mwah.
see your new single.